The three branches of the United States government. The three branches of the United States government were established by our Constitution. The legislative branch, which is represented by the Congress, is made up of the Senate and the House of Representatives. Their job is to make the laws for our country. The legislative branch can overturn vetoes to pass bills, can impeach president, approve and reject president's appointments, and declares war. The Senate has 100 members, 2 from each state. Senators are elected for 6-year terms. A senator must live in the state from which he is chosen. A senator must be at least 30 years of age. A senator must have been a citizen of the United States for at least 9 years. The House of Representatives is made up of 435 members. A state that has a big population will have many representatives. A state that has small population will have only few representatives. Every state must have at least 1 representative. Members are elected by the people for 2-year terms. A representative must live in the state from which he is chosen. A representative must be at least 25 years of age, and a representative must be a citizen for at least 7 years. The executive branch of the government makes sure that the laws of the United States are obeyed. The President of the United States is the head of the executive branch of the government. The President of the United States has very important jobs, some of which are: enforces laws, approves or vetoes Congress bills, makes foreign policy, writes federal budgets, and directs the military. Here are some facts about the President. You have to be 35 years old to run for President. No one may be elected President more than twice. You must be born in the United States. You must have lived in the United States for at least 14 years. A President's term of office is 4 years. The President appoints people who are experts in certain areas to be his advisors. These advisors are known as the Cabinet. There are 14 departments in the Cabinet. The judicial branch of government is made up of the court system. The Supreme Court is the highest court in the land. Courts decide arguments about the meaning of laws, how they are applied, and whether they break the rules of the Constitution. The judicial branch interprets laws, decides if laws are constitutional, decides court cases, and settles cases between 2 or more states. The Supreme Court is the highest court in the United States. The Supreme Court hears cases that have made their way through the court system, but of the more than 7,500 cases that are sent to the Supreme Court each year, only about 80 to 100 cases are actually accepted. Once the Supreme Court makes a decision, it can only be changed by another Supreme Court decision, or by amending, which means changing, the Constitution. This is a very important power that can affect the lives of a lot of people. The Supreme Court is made up of 9 justices or judges. One of these is the Chief Justice. They are appointed by the President and must be approved by the Senate. Justices have their jobs for life. The Constitution created 3 separate branches of government. Each branch has its own powers and areas of influence. The Constitution created a system of checks and balances to ensure that no one branch would reign supreme over the others.